All right. Good morning to the hockey family. It is Monday, April the 29th, 2024. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Gosh, hockey playoffs are so fun. I don't sleep as much this time of year. It's particularly living on the East Coast, and some of those West Coast games are just so good. And I'm really about to get into one too. With as most of you know, we're expecting the birth of our third child any day now, another boy. So, usually I keep my phone on quiet, but in the office. But yeah, I got to keep it on loud these days. So kind of wrapping up some last minute things around the house. Expecting the new little fella to show up here any day. But so that's exciting. Daughter scored a goal again in soccer. So that's always makes for a fun weekend. But we hope you had a nice weekend as well. All right, quickly, here in the U.S., so the IRS, and this has just kind of been an ongoing thing ever since the Secure Act, and then Secure Act 2.0, all these rules in terms of when you inherit IRA funds, okay, particularly if you inherit IRA funds from what they deem a non-eligible designated beneficiary. That's just like a fancy phrase for if you're inheriting IRA funds from someone other than your spouse. All right, so yeah, you have a parent pass away, an aunt or an uncle, or a sibling, right? So anytime you're inheriting IRA funds from someone other than a spouse, right? Post right Secure Act, like you're subject to these. They call it like a 10-year rule, and so we thought when the legislation got passed a handful of years ago, it's like, okay, well, this is easy. You have someone pass away, and then you have 10 years to kind of sort this out. And then the IRS was like, whoa, no, we want you at least taking a minimum amount each of these 10 years. And I was like, well, that complicates things, and they just haven't been able to figure it out over these last handful of years. And so they announced last week that, again, they're waiving this 2024 RMD, a required minimum distribution, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, important to point out, like if you have inherited funds, it'd be a really big mistake it would likely be a big mistake to wait all the way to year 10 before you withdraw any funds out of that account, right? That would be for most people, a really rude awakening when you go to file taxes in year 10, when you take a lump sum, you throw it all in the tax return. That would likely get really ugly, pushing a bunch of taxable income into higher tax brackets. So we would just encourage you, if you already work with us, obviously we would have spent a great deal of time kind of planning out this 10-year period. But we would strongly encourage you to work with your financial professionals, tax professionals to figure that out. But the IRS did waive the 2024 RMD again, and they indicated that hopefully we have final regs later this year. So we'll see. Markets last week slightly higher, right? So we have earnings continue to be for the most part good, a little bit mixed, but at least on like the revenue and the earnings line, like better than expected. And then just like in terms of issuing the guidance moving forward, like Strax talked about last week, just kind of a little bit cloudy there. US GDP, a little bit disappointing, 1.6% for Q1 that they released last week. And then inflation, the inflation data, and it's a preferred, the Fed's preferred metric that came out last week, the PCE data, 2.8% year over year. So that's still a little above the Fed's 2% target. The month-over-month number was 0.3%, which was a little bit higher than expected. The bond market didn't panic a great deal on that. The yield curve still seems, it was little changed last week, which tells me it is likely priced in already. But again, as far as the expectation at the beginning of this year was, we're going to get multiple cuts, interest rate cuts from the Fed. Now it's like, do we get any this year? Like if we do, probably not till the fall, but I don't know. We'll see. That's what makes markets fun. So we hope everyone has a great week. Questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. We love hearing from everyone. And but best wishes to the guys still playing. Fun time of year. I remember those emotions. Wish everyone a healthy, fun playoff season. So have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.